Okay, Abe. Tell me one
Okay.
embarrassing thing, the most embarrassing thing that. Oh my god, I can't
Embarrassed,
fucking
then.
talk. You know what? All right, let me restart. Let me know.
Okay, go. Oh, bro, I was laughing like crazy. Okay.
The most embarrassing thing that ever happened to you.
The most embarrassing
Like
thing
it
that's
could
ever
be
happened to
like
me.
you were as a kid or right now.
Okay, I do have something.
Okay,
I do have something. Not gonna lie.
do it.
So like, I was going to. So I was in Calculus One, AB, in high school. AP Calculus.
Oh, okay,
I was in AP Calculus, right?
okay.
I was getting my credits for it. All right, AP Calculus. You know the
Uh huh.
hard math, that one.
Mm.
Anyways, I was like, our teacher told us that at the end of the day, he was like, there's a football game, guys, and if you go take a picture and you show that you're supporting the school, I'll give you some extra credit. I had a B at the time, and I was trying to get an A because I'd be that A plus student. Feel
Okay.
me? Anyways, so I go, and I was talking to my friends about it, like, oh, we should do it, we should do it. And so they come over to my house, we just chilling in our room, having a good time. CJ
Yeah.
posted on his story saying that it's like girls' night or something like that. And I was like, weirdo, don't be posting me. But that's besides the point.
Uh huh.
So we gotta keep going we go eat at Carl's, and then we go and to the football game. And we were just skating
The
through the
alley.
school.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah. And there's this group of girls right there
Football game.
at,
Football.
at
Right.
okay, so it's a polygon, right?
Uh huh.
The polygon is in the middle of the school, and you know how they just built up like
Yeah. The
like a
sunroof. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, and then they had a little table right
Uh
there,
huh.
and there was like, and they skated. So we were skating like passing by them, and they saw me, and they're like, "Abraham, do a kickflip." And I was like, "Nah, I don't know how to do a kickflip. I don't know how to do a kickflip."
Yeah.
So and I was like, they're like, "Oh, you're whack." And I was like, whatever. And then we pass the polygon, and
Mm.
we're going into the cafeteria. Like, how so it's the polygon,
Uh huh.
and then you go
Yeah. And the
like
next
this
to it is the
the polygon, and then
auditorium. Uh huh.
yeah, and you go to the auditorium,
Uh huh.
and then you go to like the auditorium and the tennis court.
Mm.
So we were passing the cafeteria, and for some reason, in the middle of where you're like going towards the like football
Uh
field
huh.
next to the tennis court, there's like this metal square, and I was trying to do an ollie onto that.
Oh yeah,
Or
yeah.
no,
On the gate,
or I
right? The
was like,
gate entrance, and there's like a everybody trips there. Yeah, yeah.
well, anyways, I was like skating there, right?
Uh,
And you know how like on the skateboard you could pull it back, go
mm,
up like that. So I tried to do that onto the metal like square thing,
yeah.
but then I didn't make it, obviously,
Uh,
and I fall and I eat it. And all my friends, or like five of my friends, saw me eat it, and do I still have the scar? I don't see if. Oh, I do have the scar. Wait, no, I don't know if you can see this. Anyways, right
nah, bro,
here.
I don't want to see that shit. Okay, go.
Um, I had eaten it, and all my friends are laughing at me. But the thing is, I didn't know that the people from the polygon could still see me from where I was, so they saw me eat it, and I didn't know, and I was like praying, they didn't see me. I was like, because the bitches can't see me fall,
Oh,
they can't
oh,
be seeing me like do that. And then we make it to the
yeah.
stands,
Mm,
and then I get a Snapchat notification, and I see
damn.
it's one of the girls from over there, from
Uh,
where they
mm-hmm.
were sitting, and it said, "We saw you fall." They saw me fall.
Damn.
They saw me fall,
So that's like your most
and
embarrassing moment of your life.
that was pretty. That was not one of my. That's not the embarrassing story, but that was one of my most embarrassing stories. I was in high school.
Alright, bro. Okay.
Yeah,
You're
that
you're
was it.
Okay, you're not ready for mine, bro. Like mine is
I know you're
the
pretty cringy.
bro.
Yeah, you're
You're
pretty cringy. Not gonna lie.
okay. Look. This is the most like okay, the most embarrassing moment of my life. Okay, this is like back in elementary. Okay, listen to me.
Okay, I'm listening. I'm listening. I'm just texting at the same time.
Okay, so it was a morning, right? I woke up with a
Hmm.
really bad stomach. Not a really bad stomach, but I guess I woke up with a really bad stomach. You know. Uh,
Oh, you pooped in your pants. Sorry,
bro, hold
sorry,
on,
sorry,
hold on.
sorry.
I had a so I was on my way to school, right? And I was we made it to the school, and we were just waiting there for them to open the gate because my mom dropped me pretty early, so we're waiting for them to open the gate, right? And so I don't know, I like something made me like laugh, something made me laugh, and so like
Hmm.
I started dying, and like as soon as I sneeze, I fucking shit myself. I swear. I
Wait,
fucking.
where were you though? Where were you
I
like
was in the
on
car.
school?
I was in the car. Okay.
Oh
And bro,
damn!
and I like it was pure shit. Like it was wet. It was wet shit. Like wet as
You
shit.
sharted.
I
You
shot.
sharted.
I basically shot it myself. And so then I told my mom like, hey, just let's just go back home. I told her to just go back.
She's like, ay, Jonathan, ¿por qué hiciste eso?
Yeah. And then she's like, and they're like, no, I'm not gonna take you home. I'm like, what the fuck? And so there was my aunt. She lived around there. She came to drop off a pair of boxers to me, and so my mom was like, "Here, put this on," and like, dude, it was
Ew,
so bad,
ew.
and and so I
Ew.
changed into that boxer, and I don't remember if I smell like shit, bro. I don't remember
Okay,
that.
wait,
My
okay, okay, okay,
mom
okay,
made
okay.
me go back to school, and like she made me drink Pepto Bismol before I went to school too. She's like, no, just go to
And were you
school,
fine for the rest of the day?
huh?
Did anybody see you and be like, you
You can have
smell
it,
like, ew, you smell like doo
dude.
doo.
No, I don't remember that day. Like that, dude. That I was so terrified, like going to school. Like why, like my mom just like dropped me off. Like, bro, are you kidding me? Okay,
Okay,
I also have another one. Okay, I was like,
okay.
it was also during elementary. I was playing handball, handball, like you throw the
Mm-hmm.
ball. I was playing by myself,
Okay,
obviously. And so I was just like
okay.
throwing the ball around, punching it, whatever. And there was a girl that I really liked in elementary. So I try like impressing her, right? And
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
so I try to
As
do
one should.
as I try to do like a sick ass move, right? And
Mm-hmm,
the ball
mm-hmm.
came rolling to me, so I tried like bouncing it off the floor, but I tripped on my shoelaces and like I chipped half of my tooth in the front. Dude, I started like fucking crying my eyes out. And the girl right there was right there. And so I try not to like
How?
so I just started I didn't look towards her way. And did oh my god. I never and then I went to the dentist and they put a fake tooth, a half a fake tooth. I still have it. Oh, yeah. That's my
Hey, let's
embarrassment.
go back to that. Let's go back to that shitting story.
Okay.
Because I have one of my own.
Okay.
I remember it was after church. It was like it was Sunday, right?
Mhm.
And I guess I had a heavy lunch or a
Mhm.
heavy like dinner
Mhm.
the day before that. So like we get out of church at 12, right?
Mhm.
And like every single time we always go find a place to eat.
Yeah.
So this time we went to Sizzlers. So and
I've been there
I didn't
once.
feel like I had to go. I didn't feel like I had to use the restroom at the time. I had like getting out of church. So then I, so we go to Sizzlers, and you know how it's a buffet, right? It's a buffet kind of.
Mhm.
Like you go to the like salad bar. So that's what I was doing at the time. So I was getting my food, seeing like getting what I want, and then all of a sudden I get a stomach pain. I go back to my seat. I tell my mom that I have to use the restroom, and I go to the restroom,
Uh-huh.
and it's being used or it's been locked or something like that.
Oh
Oh
shit.
no, no, yeah, it's been locked. It was
Uh-huh.
locked, and it has a code. So I have to go find someone to get me a code. So I go and find someone. They tell me the code. I go back to the thing, but I see someone walking right in front of me.
Damn.
Yeah, like they go in front of me, and I'm walking right behind them. And I'm in my head, I'm like praying to God, like because I have to go to the bathroom real bad, real
Uh-huh.
bad.
Uh-huh.
When my brother was with me at the time too, like because I was small and I couldn't go by myself.
Yeah.
Like he had to be there with me just in case. So I go and we're walking behind this guy, and he was working there. He's a worker there. And in my head, I'm just saying to myself like, please don't use the restroom, or please don't use the toilet. Please don't use the toilet. Please don't use the toilet. And there's only one toilet in the men's restroom. So I'm walking right behind him, and he goes straight into the toilet. And I'm like looking at him, like I had to go like right then and there. Like I had to go really bad. And my brother was just like, hold it until we get in, until he's done. So I try to hold it. I try to hold him. I look up to him, and and I tell him, yeah, I cannot hold it. And it just comes out. And it just comes out, and then I look at him and like I already went. And he's like, what? What? And then he goes he goes and gets my mom. And she's like, and you know what's crazy too? She tells me to go outside. So I have to take off my pants and my boxers. And okay, so like you know how girls, they can go like this. And then like it's only their legs showing
Uh-huh.
with the shirt.
Uh-huh.
So I walked out the restroom like that with just like my pants, and I'm holding my pants like that, and it's just like my shirt. No, it's just like shirt. And I'm walking towards my mom, and she's like, all right, come into the girls' restroom. So I had to go in there, but before I go, the guy that's using the restroom comes out the door. And he was taking his sweet ass time. He was just like on his phone. He was like
Uh-huh.
this. And I was so pissed. Like it was an emergency. It was an emergency.
Uh-huh.
But yeah,
Wait, how
I
old are
walk
you?
out, and I was probably like 6, 7 maybe. And then
Uh,
so I walk into the girls' restroom naked, and there's like two girls in front of me just like looking at me while my mom is holding my
your
pants and
pants.
my boxers full of
It's
doo doo,
so
all
embarrassing.
like stupid poop, stupid full amount of shit. Anyways,
Hell no.
she cleans me up, and I have to go walking towards the car like this with my pants or my hands covering
Your
my
shit.
my,
Yeah.
my area, and then we have to go home. But
Right.
hell no, man, that was traumatizing. That's why I hate Sizzlers, because it was just one restroom stall. Who who only keeps one restroom stall?
Let's go right now.
Who?
Mom.
I they're going bankrupt if anything. Fuck that, man. My dog
Oh,
used
actually,
to like
actually,
hump me.
oh, I got one more. Actually, it was in middle school. I think I had like a very like stuffy nose, and then it was just a regular ass day, right? I went to class, and I was sitting like next to someone, and this person made me laugh so hard, like a snot of burger just like came out of my nose. It was big too, and I had to catch it, cause it was just like it was nasty. And
You're the type to eat your boogers, huh?
no, never done
I feel
that
like
shit.
you're the
I
type.
never done that
You're the
shit
type
before.
to eat your
Never
boogers.
done that shit before. So I had to grab my shit and like walk out and clean my hand. Oh, that shit was nasty.
I thought it was gonna be like a long ass story.
No, no, it was just that. What about
My
you?
dog likes to. My dog used to like to hump me. Like I remember I went to go plug in.
Did you
Okay, listen.
let him?
Well, it was because I was okay. So
Oh hell
I don't know how
no.
to explain this, but so this is this was when my sisters had this room that I'm currently in.
Mm,
So this is my sister's bed, right? And there's like they had like a little desk, like right here,
mm,
and there's a little gap between. and I would have to
Okay.
like crouch down and like bend down so I could go into there and plug in my
Your
charger
phone.
for my out my yeah. So I would bend down like if I was crawling, so
Uh,
like this, and then my dog would come up from behind me and start going like that, and they kept on banging me into the wall. So I was like, I was
bro,
like,
stop.
like that. I was like getting banged into the wall like that.
Bro.
And the messed up part is that my sisters and my cousins were in the room and they
Aw.
were all recording and laughing. They were going like they're like they're like they're like they're like and they were pushing him more against the wall. So I
Uh,
was like that.
was it a
Getting
huge dog?
no, it
Or is it
wasn't
like a
that.
little small ones? Oh my god.
But I was small too, so I was getting banged against the wall like
Hell
and they're
no.
like, bro, why didn't you get up? It looked like you liked it. Obviously, if you all you guys are pushing the dog against me, I'm gonna be like not being able to get up.
The fuck?
So
That's
yeah, that was
crazy.
another one.
Okay, remember that? Okay, this isn't embarrassing. This is funny as fuck. Remember, back in middle school, like you and me, uh, we were in band
Okay,
class.
say
We
it.
were in band class,
Okay.
right? Yeah, we were in band
Okay.
class, and then you know how Mr. Blanchard, he used to give us like 10 minutes to like of class for free. You know, we do whatever we want. So we,
Oh yeah, at the end, right?
yeah, at the end. And so we play this game, Growtopia, and then
Oh my god. I hated you. I actually hated you for a whole month or
and,
two.
and
Oh
then
my god.
and then I remember. So in Growtopia we have worlds, right? And so in worlds, like, you could do like farms, or like money farms, right? So like your currency, and you so it's just a world, and it didn't have like a world lock, and so I went in. I went into the world. I put a small lock instead of a warlock, and then in this food, it was telling me, "Fucking destroy that shit." And so I did, but as soon as I did it, some random ass guy joined and put a warlock. So the
No, you
world
have to
was.
explain what that is. You have to
I
explain
don't.
what
So
this
the
is.
warlock is like a lock. It's a lock that uh what's
Oh
a
my god, let me
warlock?
explain it.
What's a warlock?
Okay, so a world lock is where you own the whole world. Like no,
There
you
you go.
have permit. You could give people permission to destroy and like place things in there.
Uh,
And when John, I didn't have a lock on the world because I was poor as hell. I didn't have nothing. So John comes into my world, and he puts a lock, a small lock, and I get trapped. And the small lock is like
it really gets a
in a
mountain of
small area.
areas.
Yeah, it's a small amount of area that you could build with. Like you can't build or you
Okay.
can't like place anything.
Mm.
So I told him, and I was stuck in that like area, so I couldn't do anything. So I told him to break it, and I told him to break it and break. Like I kept on asking him, like break it, but he never did it until he finally did it. And when he did it, some random guy comes in. He puts a world lock, which he owns the entire world now, and then he kicks me out, and then he kicks John out, and I lose my world. And I was working on it for like a good week, but I was so pissed off. I was so mad that I legit like I walked out of class and like John tried to talk to me and stuff, but I just kept on ignoring him. And then John I think John started offering me his stuff. He's like, I'll give you a warlock. I'll give you a warlock. I'll give you this. I'll give you that.
dude,
Try
I,
to bribe me.
dude, I remember. I remember when he fucking did. After that happened, this fool Abe slapped the phone out of my hand, bro. He slammed it. He slammed it onto the
Oh,
fucking floor, and I got pissed. I'm like, no way, this just happened. And
I did do that.
that was an ass move, but I did deserve it, But it was whatever. That was a core memory in middle school that
Bro,
I
I had some
probably
big
remember.
balls, bro. I was small as hell and I still did that. Ain't nobody messing with me.
I remember that shit.